Pusha gang, 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 gang. Fam, how to start a clothing line for beginners. Clothing line, clothing brand, two different things, but let's just call it a clothing brand. How to start your own clothing brand, because right now it is booming. People are shopping online and you're trying to start your own clothing brand. But how do you do it, BA? How do you do it? Let me show you exactly how straight after this.
When the lights come on and they stop recording, and the whole world now wants to hear your story. Talks about that car. Panama, 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 Panama. Talks about
Okay, first things first, my people comes first. Yo, shout out to every single person that has subscribed. It's the first time you see my videos. You already know what to do. This is the home of the hustlers and the pushers and the pandas. Here we make legit money. We don't sleep. We never sleep. We get it going. With that being said, guys, I got a little sour news starting from next month, which is July. I am going to be off YouTube just for a month because I need to put my full attention on every single person that has registered for the 7 streams of income. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hit me up on my Gmail, which is right there. Yeah, okay. And ask me about it. I'm going to give you all the whatever that you need. So I will be off YouTube, sadly so, but I mean, it's only fair if you're going to teach people how to make money and 7 streams of income, you give them their full attention. With that being said, this video right here, again, has been sponsored by Shape Cafe. They'll be sponsoring that. Wait a minute. Let's give a shout out to all the people that are about to hit the like button right now. Just moment of silence. Let's go. Thank you for hitting the like button. So if you hit the like button and you go to, let's say, I want to ask a question today. Go to my Instagram page, like it. Go to Shape Cafe's Instagram page, and like it. And you might find yourself winning that $100. And if you're in the VAL, we might give you a 50. Not might. Why am I saying might? We are going to give you $50 voucher to go to Shape Cafe and have some coffee. Because Shape Cafe is actually 100% black-owned youth coffee shop. Can you believe it? Well done to Shape Cafe. Shout out to Ito, to the CEO and the whole team and the whole squad for sponsoring the video. That being said, let's get into it. You want to learn how to start a clothing brand. I'm going to give you tips and tricks. If you already have a clothing brand, probably some of these things might work for you, but this is someone who wants to start it off from scratch. With that being said, let's get into the video. Before you start a clothing brand, you need to find out who you are and what are you pushing. What is your agenda? What is your clothing brand all about? Is it streetwear? Is it culture? What are you pushing? What movement are you pushing? If you're not pushing a movement, what style, what swag, what are you trying to put across? Like Pusha is very easy. If you go to Kasi, or you go even in the suburbs, you go to a white guy, black guy, Indian guy, if you go Pusha, they already know you're trying to push something. Here, Mzansi, that basically means hustle and keep on keeping on. So what are you pushing? Your first thing should be your logo. I always say if a kid can remember it, you are going to sell out. But if you're going to put your own name, like David Tlale and type of things, make sure that you're gonna work 10 times or 3 times as much hard, because you're pushing your own name, and people usually don't buy other people's names because they like being custom made. Second thing is now finding out the supplier. Who is your supplier? Who are you going to work with? This is probably the most difficult part because you have to learn about the budget. You have to learn about how you are going to get money to start this whole thing, because you're going to need some kind of capital, even if it's 1,000 Rand or 2,000 Rand, but you're going to need capital to start a clothing brand. All these things that you hear on the internet, usually from people overseas telling you you don't need a budget, that is, yeah, you know what that is. Another thing, now you have to go, now you have your clothing and you've picked out what you want to do. You have to have a photo shoot to make sure that it's low budget. You don't have to go overboard. Just get a couple of your friends that you know that they can model very well and wear your clothing brand. They do a photo shoot so that you can start with your identity and making sure that you're top class, you know. Now get into the customer side. When you do deliver all your stuff to your customers, make sure that it speaks volume. Your bagging and the way taggings and things like that the way that you are actually going to sell it, or how you're gonna, you know, supply it to your customers. It's easier now because we are tech savvy, if I may say so myself. Remember, you're building a brand, so you have to make sure your customer comes first. This is not about you. Even if you have to lose a couple of rands and cents just to make sure that your customer does get their orders on time, if you have to deliver it yourself, do it. Hustle. Like, you have to put in more work when you're starting out than when it's already out there. Make sure that your customer is very happy. Like this guy, I mean, he loved his delivery and I made sure that I delivered it myself.
Keep being big.
Yeah, when I always, dog. You never keep up, yeah?
Look at me.
My nigga.
Look at that.
I want to go mulai. Kita this time we get a mulai, di mai. Kita this time we get a mulai this
The
one.
combos are coming.
So that's it. You can actually start a clothing brand that easily. When I say easy, I mean, well, you have a clothing brand and you have a logo and you have some hoodies and you've printed some few things and now you're ready to sell. But if you want to turn it into a business, it's a little bit more technical and a bigger lit, more difficult to actually turn it into a business. But on the 7 streams of income course, I'm going to break down how to have it online and start making passive income after you put in the work. How do you start selling? Because we push quantities to about 40 hoodies to 50 hoodies per day. I ain't no lie, man. I could show you my bank account, but some of y'all gonna sit there, oh, look at you, so bragging and stuff. But anyway, on the 7 streams of income, I will also show proof of how we actually break it down into a business that could potentially make you a couple of figures that you have to quit your job and do what you love because you love clothing. Thank you for watching. My last video will be next week. And from there, I have to say adios. I'm going to see you guys after July. That means in April. I know it's sad, but I'll be back. I promise. Have a good one. Pusha, Panda, go and get it. Rah!